Hi, everyone, and welcome to this on-demand webinar with DoiT International, where we are going to be going beyond automation and talking about all the different cloud analytic capabilities that DoiT Flexsave customers have access to. My name is Craig Lowell. I'm a product marketing manager here at DoiT, and I'm joined today by Adam Blackburn, one of our star customer success managers, who's going to be showing you later on how to create custom reports within Flexsave and all that you can get out of the default reporting functions as well. So the reason that we're here is because compute costs comprise typically between 50 to 80% of a customer's cloud bill, which means that lowering that compute spend really represents the biggest opportunity for cost optimization. And the cloud providers provide great offerings in the form of reservations or commitments where customers can agree to a set amount of usage over a 1 or 3 year term. And this provides significant savings on those on-demand workloads. However, these discount plans can present a very big risk to an organization as well as a big management challenge. And the reason for this is because you have to set your compute usage over that 1 or 3 year term and forecast what machine types you're going to be using, how much of them you're going to be using, what regions. All of these factors have to be considered before agreeing to a commitment. And for young growing companies, this could be a very big challenge because they don't know what their compute costs are going to look like in 3 months, let alone 3 years. Now, once you have these commitments, you will also likely have several of them that are expiring and renewing throughout the course of the year, which also require advanced tracking to make sure you're hitting your target goals. And this all represents a very big management challenge for a lot of these companies. So we created DoiT Flexsave to really address those two main pain points. Flexsave is a fully automated SaaS solution that exists within the DoiT product portfolio. And what it does is it provides the equivalent of a 1 year compute commitment on AWS or GCP without actually having to commit to those workloads. So the way Flexsave works is it is a machine learning automated solution that is constantly working in the background to analyze your compute usage and determine which workloads are already covered by existing discount mechanisms. So this could look like compute commitments in the form of committed use discounts. It could be specialized pricing. It could be an EDP that you have with the cloud provider. Anything that is already covered by an existing discount, Flexsave leaves alone, and then anything that is being billed with on-demand pricing, it can apply the equivalent of a 1 year compute commitment to those workloads. And therefore, it is minimizing the coverage gap that you have in your discount mechanisms. However, Flexsave goes well beyond just this automated usage, and it also has advanced cloud analytic capabilities that all Flexsave users will have access to. So here to tell us a bit more about that is Adam, our customer success manager. Adam, you can take it away.
Thank you, Craig. I first wanted to start with the default dashboards that you can land on when you enter the DoiT console. I wanted to shout out a couple of the widgets within this dashboard that I do believe are handy widgets to have access to. The first one is the services breakdown. This widget shows the top 10 services by cost in the last 30 days and allows you to drill down each service's top 10 generating SKUs. It can help you identify improvement opportunities according to the infrastructure load revealed by the report. The next one I did want to show you as well as the cost by service. Cost by service, this widget shows the top 10 services by cost in the last 30 days. It allows you to quickly identify the usage patterns of certain services as well as unusual costs that you may want to investigate. As you can see, there's many more widgets that you have access to within this dashboard. I did want to quickly touch base on the GCP lens and shout out one widget on here. The cut coverage CPU widget shows the coverage of the eligible CPU resources within the committed use discount by region. Again, any of these widgets you do have access to within the GCP lens, within the Pulse lens. Another option that you do have from these main dashboards is the ability to edit the reports that drive these widgets. From the dashboard, you can open up and view the full report. Let's say you want to edit this report to something that meets your needs a little bit better. Let's say you don't necessarily want to see the last 6 months, you want to see the last 3 months. You have the ability to edit any of those predefined standard reports that we build to drive those widgets to meet your needs. Save this as cost by top server 3 months. All right, now you have access to this report in your custom reporting. Moving from the default dashboards and your ability to edit those reports, you can also create a custom report. For example, the report I will be building is a cost by top project report. Now keep in mind, you can do this in a number of different ways, including adding additional accounts, SKUs, and cost types. I'll limit the results to the top 10. The last 30 days. This report gives the way that we built it, the time range we did for the last 30 days. You have the ability to change the time interval. We're looking at each day in this interval. Now you do have the ability, since this is a lot of information, typically you can take a look at it per month view. Just run that report, see what it looks like. Should aggregate the results into the prior month, including this month. Now, this is one way to view it. We do have the different options to be able to view. For example, we're in stacked column right now. Let's just say we want to look at it in a table so that we can export it in a little bit better way. Again, we limited the results from top to bottom. We did the top 10 results. I'm going to sort these groups so we can see the highest number at the top, lowest number at the bottom. What you just saw was a basic report. Now we're going to go into something a little more advanced using the powerful DoiT product feature called attributions. Attributions are a grouping tool that help you do cost allocation across your cloud environment. When you're allocating costs, you first need to define categories or cost categories. Some customers will allocate costs by environment, product lines, teams, and more using the DoiT console. You can create attributions to represent these entities, and then use those attributions to build reports to analyze your cloud cost using those parameters. They can also drive custom metrics based on your specific business drivers that help you go beyond the default metrics provided by DoiT. As the foundation for all of these capabilities, attributions is one of the most powerful tools in the DoiT console and is available to all Flexsave customers. Building out the attributions, let's say we want to separate the cost between our production and our development environment. So I'm going to select from the properties project account. Let's find all of our production. I'm going to save this as production. Save the attribution as production. As you can see, it's developing results. This is a lot of good information directly from the attribution. But the power comes when we are moving these attributions into our reporting. I'll show you that in just a moment. Let's build out our development department. Right, so directly from here, you can go back to the reporting tab. We want to be able to put those attributions that we just created into a report. Select a new report like we did before. The group by, this is where we actually are going to be selecting the attributions that we just created. See our attribution there. Let's do a compare and contrast between production and development. Let's update our time range to look at last month. We're going to run the report. Right, and what you see displayed, we have our development department in the dark purple, production department in the light purple. Again, what you can see here is the comparing and contrasting where the costs associated with those two departments are coming in at. Now, again, we have the time interval per day, so it's a good way to view where the costs are coming daily, but you do have the ability to, let's just say we want to break this down by month rather than day. I'm going to do the last 90 days monthly, see where we're at with for the prior 3 months. Right, and there we go. Again, you do have the ability to view the table, to view it as a table or any other different category that makes sense to you here. But let's just say, for example, we're going to go to table real quick, see our development versus our production, have our totals at the bottom. Again, just another powerful example. It is a simple example, but it is a powerful example of how you can utilize attributions into your custom reporting to group different projects and instances together to come up with a good way to track costs.
Thank you so much, Adam. So as you see, Flexsave is not only a big cost saver and time saver, but it also provides advanced analytic capabilities that can help deepen your understanding of your own cloud spend while saving costs at the same time. To learn more about Flexsave or anything else within the DoiT product and service offering, please go to www.doit.com. And on behalf of Adam, I'd like to thank all of you for watching and have a great rest of your day. Cool.